I like to see people smile and say, I want to do this again and again and again. And so that's the path that I walk, and that's my mission, is to get people outside. I have a mission and a plan to get a million people, a million Black and brown people outside doing something who've never been out there before. But the goal is to not just get a million of them and let them walk away. I want them to go out there and become a part of the outdoors and know that it's theirs and it's ours, and it's God give it to us. God designed it with His universal intelligence um, to fulfill us and give us everything we need to survive in this world. So that's what I'm trying to do.
That's powerful. And by doing that, you're doing it through, it's the Hudson Valley Challenge, right? That's what it's called?
Yeah, I'm doing it through the Hudson River Riders, a project that I'm spearheading in Yonkers, where I just work with youth and get them outside, get them active, get them kayaking, paddleboarding, running, teach them how to cook outside, how to hike, camp, identify trees, farm if I have to, like whatever it is. But the Hudson Valley Challenge is it has two purposes. It's to push myself to my limits physically, mentally, spiritually, and also to encourage people to get out and get active and try new things and show off many different ways that you can get outside. It doesn't have to be a run. It doesn't have to be a bike ride. It could be a kayak trip. It could be just a simple hike. It could be a walk in the park, but just encouraging people get outside and get active. Obviously, there's a physical element and a health element towards what I do, because if you look at it right now, a lot of Black and brown people, we're very unhealthy in terms of what we eat. And that's not to our fault. It's, but eventually it becomes your fault if you don't seek enlightenment or knowledge. You have to go out there and look for knowledge and look for the best way to eat. We had, great herbalists and doctors like Dr. Sebi, who spoke and try to enlighten us to eat better and to take our health seriously. We have so much physically active people out there all the time doing stuff. We have great leaders and great community people who are always taking their health serious. And it's a matter that we start pushing that to the younger generation and start teaching them to take their health serious. And by connecting to nature, you're taking care of your spiritual health, I would say. And if you're exercising, it's the physical part, and you're eating better because now you understand how nature works. You can eat better. So that's really what it's about.
Chev, let me ask you a question. How do most kids respond the first time that they're out doing the program that you're working to encourage so many of us to do?
I get all sorts of response. Depends on how curious the kid is and where they're coming from, their background. If I get a kid straight from the hood who's never, when I say, I don't want to do that, it's like white people, or, or they'll come and they feel like they're tough, right? And they act.
That's what Doc would have said.
and then when you throw them in the water in a kayak and they realize that they have no control and no power, they're like, they calm right down. And start being receptive to and that's a good time when you can sink in a little bit of those good knowledge and those good drops on them. And that's what it's about. But then you have some kids who are like a kid that skateboards around town. That kid is most likely like, hell yeah, I'm with this, let's go. Yeah. And you have kids that are, let's just go far. And then you have some kids like, this is enough, I want to go back. You get everybody. And it's really about how to deal with all of them and bring all of them in and make sure everybody feel comfortable no matter where they're coming from or what background they're coming from.
For sure. And you start to give people the options and educating them on the different, things that they can do. I mean, like you said in the beginning, a lot of people just feel like the only options you really have is going outside and going for a run or for a walk. Well, if you're giving other people options, they might find something that they're passionate about that they actually might, take to the highest level for all you know. They could be the next, I don't know, researcher or somebody that, is an adventurer, much like yourself, that ends up doing something great or discovering something just because you gave them that opportunity to realize that's something that they might want to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what the part of the purpose says. So if I bring a kid to go kayaking, it's not necessarily just to become a kayaker. It's opening their eyes to biology, chemistry, different ways how this can lead you to something else.
Hey, everybody on the YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see, make sure you like and comment and share, because we got to spread the joy, people. That's how it goes. See you next time.